Welcome to the full guide to cold calling. Scripts are for losers. I'm going to reiterate what I said. Scripts are for losers. If you use a script on your cold calling, you will not sign a client. I'm telling you, you are not going to be successful with your agency. You are not going to be successful with whatever you're doing. But the process I'm going to teach in this video, that's going to change your life. It's going to be mind-blowing. It is 10 times better than a script. The most feed outreach method. Why does it have to be like this? Why is it the most feed outreach method? Why is everyone getting rejected? Why do they say no to you all the time? We're going to change that. This video is going to change that. This video will literally change your life. This will change your perspective on how cold calling works. This will change how you think cold calling is, okay? Let me tell you a quick story right now. So I was really scared of cold calling. Just like you are watching this video right now, I was really scared of cold calling. I didn't want to do cold calling. I would just cope and I would send out some cold DMs. I would say cold emails the way to go. I was scared, alright? I was scared. But then there was Aaron French. Aaron French, a guy who I met through school.com. He changed my perspective on cold calling. I met him. We found out that he has an agency. He told me to start an agency. I started an agency, right? And then he told me to do cold calling. And then I was just like scared, but he forced me to do cold calling. He pushed me to do cold calling. He was my accountability partner, for cold calling. He would ask me if I was doing cold calling or not. And yeah, he helped me get into the habit of cold calling. I overcame that fear. And I also became to start more clients because of the framework that I used. And I'm going to teach you the same framework which I used. Because back in the day, I used to use a script, but that script never worked. I always used to get no's. But the framework I'm going to teach, just wait till the end. You'll get the framework. Don't worry. There's another really short story I want to tell you guys here. So it was one day, I think there was time when I was using my script, right? So imagine I had my laptop set over here and my monitor on display over here, right? So I have all my leads on my monitor and I have my script on my laptop screen, right? And then I had my phone. I was calling up a lead. I typed the phone number down, typed it down. I was on the phone. It's ringing. He picks up, right? He picks up. I'm blindly staring at the script. Eyes are full attached to the screen and just speaking to the guy saying, "Hey, am I speaking to the owner of whatever the name was?" And it was just like a bland tone. It was like I was speaking off a script. And then guess what happened? He pointed me out. He literally called me out in the cold call saying, "No, I'm not interested in your services because you're using a script." I was just like, oh my god. Sheer embarrassment. I just cut the call right there. I could not face anymore. I just cut the call. And that day forward, I watched some YouTube videos. I knew I wasn't going to use the script anymore. I had to change something up. And I did. Okay, now just like I guaranteed, we're going to go over a cold calling process, which I made by myself, but using a little bit of reference from other YouTubers, right? Okay, now let's get into the cold calling process. So here is the process. It looks a bit complicated from the top, as you guys can see, but once we dive straight into it, it's going to be much easier, I guarantee. So first of all, right, the first thing we have to say is, hey, and then the name of the person we're speaking to, right? Let's say I'm calling up a guy from a solar company, right? Let's say I select solar. Instead of saying, hey, I select solar, I'm not going to say that, right? I have to be, hey, name of the owner, right? Because I have the phone number of the owner. I have to be speaking to the owner of the phone. I have to be like, hey, David, am I speaking to the owner of I select solar? Am I speaking to the owner of this? This really means that this is like the main part of this part, right? You have to find out if you're speaking to the owner, right? Because if you're not speaking to the owner, then the chance of you closing a sale is going to be much lower because obviously you're not speaking to the owner, and owner is the one that makes decisions in businesses, especially in my niche, which is home improvements and renovations. So I have to get the owner. So if the owner isn't on and I'm speaking to some other guy, I'm just gonna ask him a few questions, right? So I'm gonna be like, is the business owner in today? I don't mind holding back because I don't mind holding for 3 minutes on a call, which I might close, right? So if he says yes, right, We'll get the call to the business owner, and then we'll start the script over again, right? We're gonna be like, hey, David, am I speaking to the owner of Isolux Solar? Then he's gonna be like, yes. Okay. But then we got to go with the other path. If he says no, what if he says the business owner isn't in today? I'm gonna be like, what's the best number and email to contact them? Because best number, if I get the number, that's the best case scenario. Because if I get the number, I can call him up tomorrow or the day after that or 2 days after that, right? And if I get the email, I know it's a much lower reply rate, but I have the personal email, and who knows, you might get a better response rate. Yeah, obviously, then next is contact the number, and then you repeat this process. You repeat it straight back. Okay, now let's go to the other option, which was the owner is in today and the owner did pick up the call. Next thing, this is what I'm gonna ask. If yes, I think I forgot this section. I'm gonna be like, hey, how are you doing, David? My name is Joel, or whatever my name is. My name is Mohammed. How are you doing? Right? It's just building some rapport, building some introduction between me and the guy I'm talking to, right? So it'd be like, hey, Joel, or hey, David, how are you doing? And be like, great, great. How about you? You're gonna be like, oh, not too bad myself. And without pausing too much, okay? Without letting them to interrupt, you gotta say this. Look, I know you're probably a busy guy. I just had 2 questions for you if you had 30 seconds, right? 2 questions. He doesn't know what the 2 questions are going to be about. He doesn't know if it's going to be about sales, if it's going to be about a client, right? So I just build some mystery, build some curiosity between him, right? And 30 seconds, everyone has 30 seconds at the time. Who doesn't have 30 seconds, right? Even if you're a really busy guy, you shouldn't be able to have 30 seconds spare, right? Then let's see if he says yes, I do have 30 seconds to my time. Then this is what you reply with. Awesome, that was the first question, whatever his name is. So, awesome, that was the first question, Joel. Second, just a bit of a pause here. Do you guys currently have the capacity for extra work? Does your team currently have the capacity for extra work? What this question does is just a bit of a joke, right? The first one. But what this one does is it qualifies if he has a team or not. If he's a one-man army or if he has a team. Because if he has a team, then you've nurtured the lead. It's a good lead for you to convert into a client. And extra work. I know most of these guys will say no, right? So let's see because in my niche, all these guys are booked out for the next 2 to 3 months. So it's going to be pretty hard to get a guy who says, yes, I have space for extra work. But usually if they have a team, right? If they have a team, they're going to most likely have space for extra work. It's a really rare case scenario where they don't. Okay? So let's say if they say no. This is what you're going to say with, look, Joel, the reason I know I was calling you is because I noticed you guys had you state the number of Google reviews they had. So, unless you guys had only 6 3.9 star Google reviews, if I could get you a 5-star review from your clients, would that be worth a quick chat when you're not busy? This is a really, really powerful statement, right? Look, so you introduce his name again. The reason I was calling, so this is just the purpose of the call. You just want to get straight into it now. No messing around. And you just want to call him out. Let's say if he has like 3 Google reviews, just gonna call him out for that. Even if it's 5-star Google reviews, say, I've already noticed you've had 3 5-star Google reviews. Because 3 reviews is pretty low, especially in the home improvement industry in my area. It's really, really competitive, right? So you have to get a lot of reviews. You have to get a good amount of reviews, So if I could get a 5-star review from your client, so that'd be worth a quick chat, and that should be a no-brainer. Let's say you're working with 2 clients at the moment. Let's say you work with 2 clients a month. That's 2 clients a month. You're gonna get 24 new 5-star reviews, which is absolutely crazy. You're gonna go from 23 to 27 Google reviews, 5-star. That's gonna be so much more powerful, especially on Google Maps. And then if he says yes, if he says no, right? If this guy says no again, just hang up on the call. Just hang up. But if he does say yes, then just say here, look, the meeting will be a short 30-minute chat. What day works best for you? Now you're not asking him, are you free the next day? Free the next day. You're qualifying him. You're like, look, the meeting's gonna be a short 30-minute chat. What day works best for you? And then get like a notepad or something and just write down the time and day. Just as simple as that. Because as soon as he says yes, as soon as he's interested, you have to go straight to here, right? You have to note down the time and day. Okay, now let's go back to this one. about the capacity for extra work. Let's see if he says yes. What if he says yes? Yes, he does have capacity for extra work. That means he's already qualified lead then. Then you're gonna be like, okay, cool. If I could guarantee you guys upwards of $10,000 to $20,000 the next month or so, would that be worth a quick chat when you're not busy? Now you're not stating $10,000 to $20,000. How are you gonna get it? How are you gonna get it through marketing? Because a lot of these people in my industry, they're like allergic to the word marketing. Whenever they hear the word marketing, they're gonna cut the call. So you make sure you don't state that, right? So if I could guarantee you $10,000 to $20,000 of work, and they don't know how it's through, but it's work, right? And they want more money. They want work, right? And it's just a quick chat, just a quick 20-minute chat, and then we're just gonna go back to this one. Well, the maybe a short 30-minute chat, what day works best for you. And just gonna note that time and day. Right? Simple as that. Okay, now let's say if this guy did not have 30 seconds spare. Let's go back to this one. Look, I know you're a busy guy. I just had 2 questions for you for 30 seconds. Let's say if he says no. They should ask, when would you be free next? When would you be free? You know, what time would be free next? And then whatever time they say, let's say in half an hour, let's say that it's 2 hours, let's say tomorrow, same time. Note that down and then just call them at that time again and repeat this process. Okay? Or you don't need to repeat this process. You can just go, hey, am I speaking to the owner? And then you can just be like, look, I know you're a busy guy. I just had 2 questions. Like, yeah. He's gonna be like, yeah, I'm free. And then you go straight through this whole process, alright? Now let's go over this one. Because I know a lot of people, they get a lot of objections, you know, when they're calling. So, because I've noticed some people in my niche, as soon as I've stated this, they're going to be like, what's this in regards to? And just like in any issue, you have to overcome all objections, because if you don't overcome objections, you're not going to sign clients. You want to convert a no to a yes, and the best way to do that is to convert handle objections. And I'm going to teach you guys on this YouTube channel how to handle objections like a pro as well, okay? I'm going to take coaching from Bill Walsh, Andy Elliott, Ian Macklin twins, okay? The Macklin twins, alright? So I'm going to teach you all that as well, but let's just cover this first. And they're going to be like, what's this in regards to? You're going to be like, just calling about the Meta business account. Again, just like I said, you don't want to state marketing. Do not state marketing. Just calling about the Meta business account, because I'm running Facebook ads. So let's say you're running Google ads, right? Let's say just calling about the Google business account. So because this is my case, I'm Facebook ads, and I want to run Meta Facebook ads, right? So that makes sense for me to say that. Now let's go. Let's see where this leads to. This all the way over here. That's only if he says yes. If he says no, just thank him for your time and say no, right? If he says no. But if he does say yes, go here. Okay, cool. If I could guarantee you guys up to 10,000 in the next month or so, would that be worth a quick chat when you're not busy? And then you go here. Make sense? That sounds pretty simple, right? I'll fix this up a little bit more so it's more clear, but I'll link this lucid chart down in the chat for you guys to access, and it's also going to be in my newsletter, which is also in the bio. I've started a new newsletter. If you guys haven't known, I'm gonna be posting like value every other day or so. Me and Aaron Finch, just gonna be posting raw value. So if you guys are just gonna sign up for that newsletter, it's gonna be in the link in the bio, as well as this lucid chart process. Okay. Now, if you guys want to join a masculine brotherhood, if you guys want to be that part of the top 1% of people, right? Top 1% of people. If you're in school, you're not resonating with anyone out there. You're all eating shit. You're eating good food. They're all not meditating. You're meditating. They're all ungrateful bitches. You're grateful, right? You're on self-improvement. They're not on self-improvement, right? I have a community of over 1.3 thousand members in the bio. It's on school.com, a platform called school.com. It's an absolutely outstanding platform. It's not like one of those Discord shitty Reddit platforms. It is 10 times cleaner, 10 times better than those platforms. And I highly recommend you guys to join, because I have free courses. I have a free course on how to make your first $1,000 online. A free course on that. That is insane, is it not? And you get access to premium network. I've connected with over 15 millionaires, as well as the other admins. It's just going to be crazy value. I give full value in there. I hold calls every single day in there. And I know you don't want to miss out on that, right? Just make sure to join the link in the bio. Thank you for watching this video.